Hi, I'm Teacher Rim, and today I'll be teaching you how to make Roblox games. For us to do so, we have to download a program called Roblox Studio. Now, you might be asking, how can we do that and where do we need to go? For us to download Roblox Studio, we have to go to the website roblox.com/create. Again, that is roblox.com/create. And once we're in this website, all we have to do is just go down here, scroll down, and you'll be able to see the Start Creating button. And once you click it, let's try clicking it. Let's cancel it here because I already have it. It will show Download Studio here. So you can just click this button here and your Roblox Studio will start downloading. Once you download it, all you have to do is just install it and wait for it to be finished, and then you can open it up. Right? So once you're in there, don't forget to log in or sign in using your Roblox account. So don't worry, it's safe to log in there. Right? Now, once you do that, let's go to our next part, which is now making games in Roblox Studio. Right? So once you've finished downloading and installing Roblox Studio, and when you open it and log in, this is where it will take you. As you can see, these are the games that they currently have, which we can already make and we can edit if we want to. And here we have your new games. Here you can create new games. You have the games that you have created, so I have several here. You have the recent games that you have opened. You have your archives, which you can save your games there if you don't want them to be inside of My Games here. Now, you also have in here, if you click New, you have your old templates here. Right? That is everything that Roblox Studio has for the games on the Roblox. Then you have your Steam here and you have your gameplay. In My Games, you also have your group games if you have your members or you have your friends with you. And you also have the games that are shared with you by other people. Now, in this project, we are going to start making a very simple game called an obby game. Now, obby is very popular in Roblox. It's a very simple game where all you have to do is jump from one place to another until you reach the finish line, right? So once again, for our Roblox project, our very first one, we are going to make our Roblox obby game, right? So in order for us to do it, all we have to do is click obby over here, right? So you can click obby over here, and once you click it, and it will load. So let's just wait for this to load. And this is your obby over here. Okay, so that's your appy over there, and this is the layout of your Roblox Studio. Now let me clear some things in here because it may not look exactly the same as what you have on your screen. Now, let us try to go over the layouts that we have here for the meantime, right? So first, we have your different kinds of buttons that we can press later on. We have your other buttons here, which we can edit stuff. You have your toolbox, which is very important, where we can get stuff. You have your output, which you normally don't have. I think for this class, we can just close it. Right, there you go. And you have your Explorer right here, and you have your properties right here. Now, for us to move around Roblox Studio, since you're using a computer, all we have to do is press W to move forward, right? W to move forward, S to move backwards, A to move to the left side, and D to move to the left side, E to move upwards, and Q to move downwards. So let's go over the controls again one more time. So that is W to move forwards, S to move backwards, A to move to the left side, D to move to the right side, E to move upwards, and Q to move downwards. Right? So if you're using an iPad and this is your first, if you're using your iPad to play Roblox games, and this is your first time using a Roblox Studio and using a computer to play Roblox games, those controls are very difficult for you. So you have to learn those controls. Now, if you're using your computer to play Roblox games, they are almost the same thing, except for E, which takes you upwards, and Q, which takes you downwards. Right, so those are the controls that we have for your movement. We can also rotate our camera if we right-click our mouse button. So if you right-click your mouse, you can look to the right, you can drag or you can right-click there. Then you can hold your mouse and you can look to the right, And again, right-click and hold to the left and move your mouse to the left side so that you can look to the left. So you can right-click you will be able to rotate your camera around so you can look anywhere you want. So currently we are floating in space, right? We are floating in void here. We have no ground because we are making an obby game. So here we don't have any ground to stand on, so we're just going to fly around. So let's try to fly around here inside our obby. Let's try to use our movement controls to walk around the obby. Let's go here. There you go. This is a small exercise for us to know. Let's
Keys so we can
go here again. Then we can go upwards. There you go. Go around the obby one more time. And this time, let's do the opposite way to exercise our movement controls. So D to move to the right side, move to the right side, and Q to move downwards, right? Now, let's try to go to our green square over here, which is your starting block here. Now, if you try to play it, press play. So how do we play it? Now, we can try pressing this play button over here, right? You can try to play. Press this one. So once you click it, you will be able to test your game. Now, remember, you are not playing your game, you are just testing your game, right? So as you can see, I'm in my obby game here, so at the same controls as I have with Roblox Studio, I can right-click to look around, and don't worry about my character. So then you can press space to jump. We don't have that in Roblox Studio when we're building your game. Then you can press jump, okay, jump forward. So you can also use this to exercise your controls in your computer. So you can rotate, you can jump, you can go to the right side, you can go to the right side, you can move forward, you can move backwards. But in this case, we cannot press E or we cannot press U, right? So those are the movement controls that we have. And how do we stop the game? We just press the stop button right over here. There you go. So once we stop that, we are going to continue to build our game. So that's how to play your games. You can press play here, and then once you play it, this button will be changed to your stop button. So you can just press stop here if you want to. Right? Now, first thing that we have to do here is I'm going to teach you how to edit some parts in your obby. Right? So how do we make things bigger? How do we turn things around? And how do we change colors or some properties of our parts here? So first things first, how do we move things around, right? How do we move things around? So on the upper left hand side of your screen, you can see you have many buttons here. You have your select button right over here. You can click it, right? Just try to use your select button first, and then you can click your starting part here, right? To wait one more time and select your starting part. And then there you go. It's highlighted, which is these lines over here. Right, so now you can tell that it's highlighted. So how do you move these things? You can actually just look at the mouse cursor, right? As you can see, it changed into like a hand button. So a hand so that means that you can drag it around if you want to. You can move it, right? You can move it if you want to, right? Over there. Now, but sometimes it doesn't work because, like I said, currently we're floating in a void, so it's not easy to move things around with our mouse. If we want to be precise, right, you can use your move tool over here, right? Move tool. So click your move tool, and as you can see, you have different arrows here. So how do we move things around? You can just click and hold the arrows. So for this one, if I want to move things upwards, I can just click hold and hold this arrow here, move it upwards, and to move it downwards, I can just go to the opposite arrow, click, hold it, and it moved downwards. Then on the left side, I can also do the same thing here, going to the left, click and hold, again, click and hold over here, and I can also move them forward and backward if I want to. Click and hold, then click and hold. There you go. So that's your move tool over there, which is very useful, especially if you want to be precise with your movements. Next button that we have is your scale button right over here. So, of course, from the word scale, we can just make things bigger if we want to. So to do that, all we have to do is now, previously we've had arrows. This time we have circles. So, same idea here. All we have to do is just click and hold our circles. Click and hold circle. Click and hold circle. And you can make things bigger if you want to. You can make things longer. You can make things thicker. There you go. Thicker if you want to. Going downwards if you want to. There you go. And you can make it bigger forward or make it bigger backwards there. So let's make it a little bit bigger on this side. So I'll move it backwards. There you go. So that I can see it, the whole thing. Let's make this one a little bit bigger. There you go. How about this big? Right? So we can make this one this big. Right? Because we're going to put some things on top of it later on. Right? Now, next one that we have is your rotate the button. So your rotate button is, again, from the word itself, it's rotate, so you can turn things around here. So here you have like full circles here. We have the 3 colored circles here. So same thing as we did with the other one. All we have to just click and hold the arrows, but this time we have to go around the circle to rotate things around. So you can rotate it left to right if you want to. You can rotate it backwards and forwards if you want to. There you go. And we can move it to the other side if you want to rotate. There you go. So that's your rotate button there. So again, these 3 things are these 3 tools that we have here are the tools that we are going to use the most. So that's a move tool, which will allow us to move your stuff around. Scale tool, which will allow us to resize things so we can make them bigger or smaller or stickier if we want to. Rotate tool, which makes us turn things around, right? And those are the things that we are going to use quite often. So you have to remember these things here, right? Now, how do we change the color of our part here? So as you can see, it's colored green right now. So how do we change it? So let's click or select tool right here. Select it, click. There you go. Now it's highlighted. So select it. And once we have that there, on the lower right-hand side here, you have your properties window here. Right? Your properties over here or your properties panel. So it's here. So it says properties, spawn location, start spawn. So these are the properties of your start spawn object here. And you can change its color by going to your brick color. So choose your red color if you want to. You change it to any color that you want. So I'll choose, let's say, for example, this color. And it will even tell you what color that is. It is electric blue. Now, cast shadow. Of course, you can turn it off if you don't want our parts to have shadows, which, sometimes will make our game a little bit darker, so we can turn it off. Color is the same thing, but like a different way of choosing your color. Then your material here, we can change our material. Currently, the material that we have is plastic, but we can change its material to a different one if we want. So, there you go. Most popular ones are, your cobblestone, right? You go cobblestone. You have your lava. There you go. Then you have your neon. There you go, neon. And you also have your force field. There you go. So these are the materials that we have here. We have a lot here. So you can choose anything that you like for this part. And so I'll just choose, for example, let's see him slide there, for example. There you go. Right now. Oh. Over here, you don't have to worry about the rest here. We can do them later on. But if you want to make things invisible, you can just click here if you want to. You can slide it to 1. That will make it invisible. You can slide it back down here to change it to 0. So, and then if you go down, you can see a lot of properties here. A lot of properties that we have. But like I said, don't worry about these things for now. Let's make it visible because we don't want to sit there. Let's make it visible first. Now. But like I said, don't worry about the rest of the properties here. We are going to learn them as we go. So they're going to be important later on. But for now, we're just going to make a sample obby. So we can just leave them right there. Right? So that's your properties panel or your properties windows there. We also have your Explorer window over here. Now, in here, you can see it's currently highlighting my start spawn here. It's this object here. So this is your start spawn. Now, in here, we have many different kinds of things here. Now, what is your Explorer window, or what is this about? So everything inside your game is here. Everything inside your game. So all your objects are here. Scripts are here. Weather is here. Lighting is here. Players are here. Your tools, your weapons, everything inside your game will be located here. So if you're looking for something, you can always look for it here. Like, for example, you can search for whatever you want, right? So let's say, for example, what do we call this one? What about this? Let's go to this circle right here. The star-shaped one here. So if you click it, it's currently inside our checkpoints folder. So this is the folder. And inside it, there's a checkpoint here. So it's this part because it's currently highlighted. And in here, we have many different kinds of checkpoints here. So we have another one, which is right over here. This one. So if you click it, right, it's highlighting. Click it, it's highlighting this one, right? And if you click another one, so where's this one with? Circle around our map? Oh, it's this one, because it's this currently highlighted, right? So again, just you can select the parts that you have here. So these are the checkpoints. You have your conveyors. So these are the things that we have here. They are conveyors. So if you go over your conveyors, we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 conveyors. So here, as you can see, there are 8 conveyors in our game. There we go. And we also have your kill bricks. So these are the red ones that we have, right? So small ones and the bigger ones over here. Then we have your obvious structure, right? Which is the complete thing that we have, right? And of course, your trampoline, which we only have one, which is this one right here, right? So they are all inside your folders over here. Now, again, it's always a good idea to put them inside folders just to make things organized. But don't worry about that. We can do that later on. Okay? No.
That is it for this part. I think it's
quite a lot of information because everything here is due to you. So we can stop here for now and let us continue to our next video. Right? So once again, this is Teacher Rim, and thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!